use of the space, the words, I hope. So I'm going to jam on it for a minute, and eventually, you know, what we'll do is get the play the finished product. By finished, far from finished. If this was to be a song that ever did anything, you know, still probably work on it, learn it, get a feel for it, record it, demo it, possibly pitch it to other artists. Who knows? If I was to ever record it, go to the studio, record a full-on recording, release it out there. But okay, now kind of hopping back on that melody. Einstein and Edison, two of the best and failing of all time. To them, thousands of mess-ups weren't mess-ups at all. Just help them get it right. So keep them in mind and don't quit trying. Don't make the same mistakes. You gotta learn from your lessons of yesterday, and they'll help you out today. You can't expect different doing the same damn things. There's insanity in smash and repeat over and over again. Don't bang your head on the wall or be surprised at all the shit tomorrow brings. Cause you can't expect different doing the same damn thing. Yeah. Can't seem to stay in a long-term relationship, maybe just ask why. Could the root of your problems be not talking about them? They pile up mile high. If you're on a new diet, swear the scale's lying. Be honest with yourself. Have you spent some good time in that fast food line? Worried about your health. Cause you can't expect different doing the same damn things. There's insanity in smash and repeat over and over again. Don't bang your head on the wall or be surprised at all that tomorrow brings. Cause you can't expect different doing the same damn things. Yeah. Come on. What's up with that golf swing? Why you scaring off girlfriends? Do you want to be the boss but can't keep your job? I don't know what you're doing wrong. But you can't expect different doing the same damn thing. There's insanity and smash and repeat over and over again. Don't bang your head on the wall or be surprised at all the shit tomorrow brings. Cause you can't expect different doing the same damn thing. No, you can't expect different doing the same damn thing. Yeah. The same damn things. All right. So that was kind of, I was intended on just being a little practice, but I think I played it well enough to count for the final take for the day. You know, we started at 7. It's 9:19 on Saturday morning, August 8th, I think. Yeah, August 8th, day 2. That was fun. God, I really enjoyed that. I hope it makes sense for anybody that watched it. I hope it was enjoyable. Yeah, I don't know. Same damn things. Yeah, I'm gonna think about this one because I actually think I might actually like it. And that's what's cool about kind of. All right, guys, good morning. Day number 2 of this sunrise songwriting sessions. Got my new Screw You Beach shirt. You guys probably don't know what the heck that is. That's a song I've got coming out on September 4th. Wow, if you're watching this, I just made that announcement. I hadn't told anybody yet. But yeah, so Screw You Beach comes out on September 4th. Excited about it. I've got singles coming out every Friday in September, including August 28th. So it kind of starts then. We've got 5 straight weeks of new songs coming out on Friday. So excited about that. Didn't get up as early as I wanted to because I had some stuff I had to do before getting, well, I got up early. I just didn't have time to start early. But it's 6:54 in the AM Central Time Zone here in Nashville. Let's get to it, man. Like I said, we're just going to kind of, with these, um, songwriting sessions online, solo songwriting sessions, with myself. Um, you know, can I kind of just hop into it? Not going to spend too much time stewing over song ideas, I don't think. I'm kind of just stepping into it, and the idea is kind of for it to be an exercise to just take a topic, write it, and I hope some cool stuff comes out of it. Maybe sometimes I won't pick a topic. Maybe sometimes you guys will pick a topic. I don't know. But so I'm gonna pull up my hook sheet and see if we write something from there. But that's like I said before. Said yesterday in my first one of these. I keep a hook sheet that just has ideas that go on forever, and just always thinking, write them down. Doesn't mean they're good. Doesn't mean they're bad. It's just an idea. You put it down, and I don't know how many times I go to this thing a day, but it's quite a bit. I'm gonna write down the idea that I just thought of a minute ago because I forgot to. But one thing I probably won't do is like read the ideas down the list of my hook sheet because we're protective of it, which makes sense. I mean, your ideas are gold. It's literally without a great idea. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Usually, yeah, it's hard to make something out of a bad idea, you know. But I'm not gonna go naming them off and go, nah, let's not write that. But anyhow, let's see. I like this one idea. Okay, that's cool. I wouldn't mind writing this one. I think I got it. I'm gonna grab the guitar. I'm gonna finish my coffee out here. We're here by the pool, hanging out. Yeah, not so bad. It doesn't open till 10. So I kind of have it to myself in the early mornings. But I think I have the idea. Oh, cool. So I think what we're gonna do is make something different. Can't expect different, doing the same damn thing. Can't expect different, doing the same damn thing. Yeah. So this is let's do this. Um, I'm gonna call it same damn things, and where I'm going with that is it's a little kind of play on the old saying, like, you can't do the same things and expect different results. You ever heard that phrase? Seems like I've heard it forever, so I don't know why. Kind of used to just hear it like in the work, kind of like, like when it comes to motivation type stuff. Again, you guys are getting to catch my AM hair. But let's see, same damn things. I like that. So anyway, so the song we called "Same Damn Things," and the setup line, the hook is basically, can't expect something different doing the same damn things. So I don't know how we'll approach this, but I'm thinking it's just like there's something there with love. There's something there with could just be a life type thing. I just thought of a little idea, like just that's kind of cool. I don't know why this popped in my head, but like it just said like it's probably had like banging your head on the wall, you know, like the phrase banging your head on the wall, not literally, but um, like no sense in like banging. I don't know, somewhere that fits somewhere in the song. I think you know, there's no sense like banging your head on a wall out of frustration when you're frustrated. Your frustration should be in realizing that you're doing this same. Why would you expect something different to happen? And I think about that sometimes with musical stuff here in Nashville, um, and it's you maybe sometimes just keep trying the same damn thing and it's not working. Why do you keep doing it? But then again, I don't know. Sometimes I wonder. You know, it's like maybe it's just that next time that you do it that would have been the one. I don't know. Who knows? Um, let me write this down. But yeah, I think we got a cool little. I think I got a good little. It's gonna be like kind of fun, but hopefully like semi thought provoking. Um, yeah, and maybe like shorten it up. You can't expect different doing the. You can't expect different doing the same damn thing. Yeah, yeah. Can let's see. Expect different doing the same damn thing. Expect can't expect different doing the same damn. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Time to start messing around with this. And I'm not sure yet if this um, lends to I call it a sandwich, where you put the hook you hear it all the time in songs where you hear the hook at the beginning of the chorus and the end. So in this case, it'd be, you can't expect different, doing the same damn things. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. But you can't expect different, doing the same damn things. Yeah, that could work. Um, I, it just depends. It's maybe an easy way to go, but it's a normal way. I mean, everybody does that. You hear it every day in songs. Let's see. Can't expect different, do the same damn things. Oh, we're out of bound. And you can't want me, oh, we walk tomorrow on the wall. Is what tomorrow? At what tomorrow? That's kind of a cool set. Like, don't bang your head on the wall at what tomorrow brings. You can't expect different doing the same damn things. I don't mind that. Can't expect different doing the same damn things. Moving right around. I don't know, like that melody just kind of popped in my head. I mean, it's pretty basic, but like just kind of trying to do what it reminds me of. It's kind of like old school Uncle Cracker type vibes. Can't expect different too. That's keys way wrong. Sorry. Can't expect different doing the same things. Will we wrote back to only the memories. And your head on the wall. Head on the wall at this point. Head on the wall. It really should be. Bang your head at the. That's cool. Don't bang your head on the wall. Shouldn't be. No. I'm trying to get. Shouldn't be surprised. Shouldn't be. Shouldn't be surprised. You know. Bang your head on the wall. Don't be. See. Okay. So here's what I'm doing right now. Like it's interesting. Like a lot of folks, like I don't think about. I think about what I want to say, and then like a lot of you'll see me working it out in my head. Um, like the first thought was like, uh, don't bang your like just now. I thought of saying don't bang your head on the wall, and then basically say like you shouldn't be disappointed at all at what tomorrow brings. Now that line you shouldn't be disappointed at all at what tomorrow brings. That might be a lot to fit in that little quick cadence that we're trying to get, but if that's what you want to say, just work it out like by thinking of a new way to say that or thinking of cutting syllables and that. So anyways, I'm going to try to work on that. I'm not sure if I like it or if we'll keep it, but that's where the thought was going. So if we can develop something cool there, let me put the basic thought down. And a lot of times that's what I like to do is just write the whole thing down, what I wanted to say. Like, don't be surprised at all. Don't be surprised at all. You know, don't bang your head on the wall. Don't be so. That's close. Don't be surprised at all. See, there's a different way you can attack it, like the melody. Sometimes if you just put it out there, it'll help you create a different melody that I like. I'm nerding out on you this morning. Feeling good. All right. Don't be surprised. Don't bang your head on. Bang your head on the wall. Don't bang that head. Don't bang your head on the wall. Don't be so. Don't bang your head on the wall. Don't bang your head on the wall. Don't be surprised at all. What tomorrow? That's kind of cool. Don't be surprised at all. Don't be surprised at all. What tomorrow? We'll figure it out. On the wall. Surprised at what tomorrow. Or surprised. Oh, surprised at all. Surprised at all. What tomorrow? Oh, that tomorrow brings. Tomorrow brings. Tomorrow brings. Can't expect different, doing the same damn thing. Something like that. Don't bang your head on the wall. Don't be surprised at all what tomorrow. It's close. I'll get it. Let's see. Don't bang your head on the wall. Don't be surprised at all what tomorrow. Don't bang your head on the wall. Don't bang your head on the wall. I'll bring this up a little bit. Don't bang your head on the wall. Don't be surprised at all at what. Don't bang your head on the wall. Don't be surprised at all at what tomorrow brings. Cause you can't expect different, doing the same damn thing. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be cool. Don't bang your head on the wall or be surprised at all at what tomorrow. Bang your head on the wall or be surprised at all what tomorrow brings. Cause you can't expect different, doing the same damn thing. Oh, yeah. Can't expect different, doing the same damn thing. Well, for me, on the wall, listen, bang your head on the wall and be surprised at all the what tomorrow brings. Cause you can't expect different, doing the same damn things. No. That's kind of cool. No, can't expect different, doing the same damn things. And go along, feel nothing didn't happen. Insanity, vanity. You know, like the saying actually that you hear people saying, it's insanity. That's where I was missing the boat on explaining that the initial ideas is like insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Deep thoughts this morning. Can't expect different, doing the same. Can't expect different, doing the same damn things. Sanity is the plan over and over. That's cool. That's kind of cool. Sanity. We get a little internal there. Oh, that's gonna be this might be a quick one for the chorus. Like sanity. I don't know. It's like you might be able to use kind of that insanity line actually, which would be really nice. So it's like I want an internal there, like see, I'm looking ahead. I'm hearing something over and over again. You know, insanity is the bad to be over. Sanity is the man we burn over and over again. When your head on the wall, be surprised at all what tomorrow brings. Busy. So it's almost like definitely going to do a sandwich. Again, like I said, sandwich, having the hook at the front and the back end of the chorus. Can't expect different on the same damn thing. Same damn thing. Same damn things. Sanity is a man. No, he is the man. To repeat. That's kind of cool. Smash repeat over. Oh, that's cool. Say smash repeat. I'm a dork, but sanity is. Sometimes just finding different ways to say things. Like instead of saying, I don't know, this could be terrible, but like, you know, it just sounds fresh to me. It's like instead of saying hit repeat, like insanity is to smash repeat over and over again. Smash repeat. So don't bang your head on the wall. Be surprised. Don't be surprised at all. Don't be surprised at all at what tomorrow brings. Okay, so over and over. I kind of like that. So you can't expect different, doing the same damn thing. Sanity is a smash repeat over and over again. So don't bang your head on the wall, be surprised. Don't bang your head on the wall, be surprised at all. Don't bang your head on the wall and be surprised at all what tomorrow brings. Cause you can't expect different, doing the same damn things. No. I think we got a chorus. You can't expect different, doing the same damn things. Sanity is a smash repeat over and over again. So you get that internal there. See, rhyming, it works. It's a soft soft rhyme. You know, there's things, and again, it's that I'll use that term over and over again. Is soft rhymes and hard rhymes. So hard rhymes would be like door, snore, obviously rhymes. Things, and again, it it's a soft rhyme. When you sing it a certain way, it satisfies one of the I or eh things. Again, and when you're a listener and you're hearing it, it goes right through. Don't even think about it. Like if you're analyzing it, you're reading it, you're like, that doesn't rhyme. Sure does. Can't expect different on the same damn things. Sanity. Can't expect different on the same damn things. Sanity is the smash repeat. Sanity is the smash repeat. Sanity is the smash repeat. Over and over again. Now, don't bang your head over and over again. Don't bang your head on. Don't bang your head on the wall. Be surprised at all what tomorrow brings. 'Cause you something. Bang your head on the wall. Oh yeah. Smash me over. Don't bang your head. Got these Screwy Beach shirts in all different colors. Kind of went obnoxious with the beachy colors that are available on them. But yeah, coming out September 4th. Cheap plug in the middle of my songwriting session. I don't do that in co-writes. Okay, by the way, just finished the chorus. I'm going to tell you about my new single that's coming out on September 4th. Buy my t-shirt. But yeah, you can find them at thejohnallanmiller.com. That's John, John, Allan. All right, so let's get back on this. I think we got a chorus. Always tweakable. I'm thinking about the word smash there and wishing. Oh, that's what it is. I wasn't liking sanity is to smash repeat. It kind of messed the rhyme scheme. Sanity is smash and repeat. That sounds better. Sanity is smash and repeat. Sanity is smash and repeat. See, a lot of times it's not what you said that's, it's not the idea that's wrong. And I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but it's just, sometimes it's just syllables and how you say things. And how sanity is smash, sanity is smash and repeat. Sanity is smash and repeat. Smash and repeat. So that, I think I like it better. Okay, ready? You can't expect different on the same damn things. Sanity is smash and repeat over and over again. Bang you, don't bang it over and over again. Don't bang your head on the wall. Be surprised at all what tomorrow brings. 'Cause you can't expect different doing the same damn thing. Alright, I like it. That's all that counts, right? As long as you like it. Doesn't matter what others think. Oh, God. That's not a Vince there at all. Can't expect different on the same damn thing. Sanity is smash and repeat. Sanity is smash and repeat over and over again. Don't bang your head on the wall. Won't be surprised at all what tomorrow brings. 'Cause you shit tomorrow brings ass. Oh man, that's funny. I don't know if we go there. Don't bang your head on the wall. Be surprised at all the shit tomorrow brings. Cause you can't expect different doing the same damn thing. Yeah. I mean, it's funny. I don't know, man. It makes it ring home to me. I'm not saying my days are shit. I'm just saying. But at this point, I'm gonna write it down. At the shit tomorrow. At the all the shit at all. That actually okay. So there's something I like about that. All the shit. See, that's funny. The all now means a totally different thing. So like, I wasn't crazy. It's kind of funny. I wasn't crazy about that all being there. That makes. It was just there to make the wall rhyme. You know what I mean? Don't bang your head on the wall or be surprised at all. Tomorrow brings. Don't be surprised at all tomorrow brings. But now it means, now it's like a different meaning and it carries on. If that makes sense. Don't bang your head on the wall or be surprised at all the shit tomorrow brings. Now I like the all. It's not just it's not just there to rhyme. Gosh, that's funny. My good first laugh of the day. Oh, the shit tomorrow brings. That's funny. All the shit tomorrow brings, because you can't explain it. I did not mean for this to be that. I always think it's pretty funny. It's like terribly sad, but funny at the same time. Can't expect different, doing the same damn things. Sanity is smashing me over and over again. So don't bang your head on the wall. You bang your head on the wall and be surprised at all the shit tomorrow brings. Cause you can't expect different, doing the same damn thing. Yeah. All right, so like, now what is the what's cool is this, the chorus, just like the one yesterday, it was very general, and so at this point, gosh, it could be about anything. I mean, if you think about it, like, it could be about a relationship thing, or you like can't expect different, doing the same things in a relationship. You gotta learn from one to the next, do it better, learn how to communicate, you know, cut the shenanigans, that kind of stuff, or it could be it could be life stuff. I kind of lean towards this being kind of just fun, a bunch of different things. Like, I mean, like it could be anything. Diet, like you can't expect to lose weight if you get down on the fried Oreos at Jack Brown's after eating your burger and sweet potato fries at Jack Brown's. Jack Brown's, great spot right down the street. Use it as an example because I eat there a lot. So yeah, you could use it could be just like kind of a fun song that kind of bounces from different thing to thing, like things that people work on to try to get results, or just not necessarily work on to get results, but you know what I mean, like just things that you do that continue to not work out for you. Yeah. Oreos, baby, baby, don't let them matter about now. Yeah, you can't expect different, doing the same damn things. Sanity is smashing repeat over and over again. surprised at all the shit tomorrow brings. Cause you can't expect different doing the same damn thing. Hey, this is gonna be a fun one. Yeah, so what's our aim? For me, that's just kind of like usually with verses. A lot of people just get stuck on verses. I say don't force the words, force a good angle, if that makes sense. Like just, it's all about deciding that angle. Like sometimes you go back and forth. Sometimes you'll just get stuck with lines, and it's a lot of times it's just because you just attacked it wrong. The angle was, again, like I said, not wrong or right. It's just maybe it wasn't the right one for your mindset or for the song in particular. But so it's time to start jotting down kind of that. And I'm not 100. I don't know if we're gonna go with this shit in the chorus, but I think it's funny. Don't bang your head on the wall. Be surprised at all the shit tomorrow brings. It's funny, man. Can't expect different on the same damn things. What? I like it. So just jot down some different things just off the top of my head for topic points. Fitness. Everybody's working. It's always a hot topic. Fitness, relationship goals. I don't know, man. Work stuff. Just jotting down stuff. Dreams. I don't know. This is where a co-writer would come in handy. Y'all, I love co-writing. This is a fun little thing for me to try, but I really love co-writing. It's nothing better than sitting down, starting your workday at 10 a.m. with a good friend that you write with all the time, or meeting somebody new. But usually it's folks you know and have worked with. But it's just great, man. Spend the next 3 or 4 hours working on something hopefully cool, you know. Hopefully something that gets recorded in a studio and people get to hear and hopefully enjoy. So can't expect different on the same damn things. Sanity is smash and repeat over and over again. Don't bang your head on the wall and be surprised at all the shit tomorrow brings. Cause you can't expect different on the same damn things. What? Okay. That's okay. So here's an idea. I don't know. See, it's not that what popped in my head was, and I don't know if this goes anywhere, and my knowledge of the topic isn't great, but what just popped in my head was Einstein, you know, and Edison. So like they reached their end goal, right? But they kept trying, but they didn't try the same thing, right? They learned from their failure and tweaked it and did something different. They tried different formulas to reach their success. So if they had just tried the same thing over and over again, then they wouldn't have ever figured it out. So that's a thought. So we could kind of like we could kind of piggyback off that. Um, yeah, so I almost feel like that's an angle to kind of piggyback off of. Um, yeah, I like that. I like that idea. Um, okay, cool. Yeah, let's. Yeah, I like the idea of kind of diving into that. Um, whether it's um, yeah, just talking about the like yeah, like Edison and Edison and Einstein would be a cool because then you kind of set that precedent of like I don't know if you dive in with like let's see Einstein can't expect different doing the same damn things insanity smashing repeat insanity smashing insanity and smashing that's cool. Okay, that's cool. That makes okay. So here's sometimes if you just keep, sometimes you just find little things that ear candy things. It's all about like things aren't for an accident. Like there's when you're listening to a song and it's catchy and you get hooked on it. There's things in there that you don't realize that make it ear candy to you. I always use that word ear candy. And one that I think I might have just found is on that line. Insanity is smash and repeat. The rhyme is the internal rhyme is in the insanity and the repeat, right? And there's really not one with the smashing, if that makes sense. So, but you can make another one by going, there's insanity and smashing, repeat. So now you got the insanity, repeat, rhyme, and then another little, it's just an ear candy, in. There's if I can punch that, we call it a pickup where you throw a word in front of the main line. There's insanity and smashing, repeat. It's just a nice little internal. I like it. There's insanity, insanity. There's insanity, and I think I like that phrase like that. You know, there's insanity and smash and repeat. Like there's a bit of I kind of like that. There's a bit of insanity, kind of like that. Sanity and smash and repeat. Sanity and Sanity is smashing, repeat. Sanity is smashing. Sanity and smashing, repeat. I think I like it. Okay. Anyways, back to the first verse. It's weird. You just kind of always look for these things. Let's see. All right. So we're gonna start working on this verse, and you know, this is I'm looking up. What I'm doing is I'm looking up inventors and creators right now. One because while um, um, while I know the gist, I think maybe um, times did I know the gist of these folks, but like it's not like a strength of mine, um, you know. So yeah, you know, this is just one of the things that stuck out. It, it pops out in on a quote here is over his career, he struck out 1,330 times, according to the Seattle Times, but rose above his failures to hit 714 home runs. Not talking about baseball players, talking about Albert Einstein. Um, um, so Apparently he failed a ton. I'm just going to write that quote down. I copied it, pasted it in here. Um, let's see. Einstein. Einstein. A lot of times just find that little flow. I like our little groove. That's kind of cool. Einstein and Edison, known as the best. Known Einstein and Edison, known as the best creators of all time. Einstein and Edison, known as the best of the creators of all time. But they fail on the man, okay. Yeah. So Einstein and Edison, known as the best of the greatest of all time. Yeah. Einstein and Edison, known as the best of the greatest of all the best. Known as the best of the years. Einstein and Edison, known as the best of the greatest of all the man. Just trying to find a little melody, just kind of coming out. A lot of folks wonder, like, what's, have a hard time differentiating between the chorus melody and the verse melody. I don't know. A lot of times it's instinctive, but just kind of an instinct thing, but as what to do, but probably not. I mean, I remember having issues with it. A lot of times just by, it's like the chorus is very singy, right? Right? It's like, you can't expect different to the same damn things. So I'm like really singing that, right? It's like a singy thing. So it's naturally gonna be really different if you just do the like an opposite type of melody, I sound a medicine, you can't expect, right? So it's totally different. So that, like, if you can find that melody in there, I don't know if that helps at all. Hopefully, if there's anybody that ends up watching this, like songwriters or people wanting to write songs, I don't know if it'll help, but sometimes it's good for me even to kind of do it and talk it out, because you don't talk this. Actually, I do kind of nerd out a little bit in co-writing sessions, but it's kind of self-medicating for me too, because you kind of like, if I forced to talk about these things, I realize kind of things that I don't know, that I knew but didn't know I knew. That makes sense. Yeah. I started Edison, great. So something like this. A lot of fun. I love this Edison rhyme. Einstein and Edison. Yeah. Oh. Einstein and Edison. That's a cool. Could be a cool way to start it. Like, start on the flip of it. Like, Einstein and Edison were two of the best. Like, what we want to say is the best failures of all time. That's gonna be cool. Let me. I like that. And Edison were two of the best. Two of the great, best, and two of the best and failing. Oh, that's why I was trying to find that internal with Edison and phrase this greatest or best of all time. I like of all time. Um, to where it has that internal with Edison, because it's just going to have that. It's going to come out of the gates. Einstein and Edison, you know, like testing, just making sounds for the rhyme. But uh, I think what's going to work, Einstein and Edison, Einstein and Edison, two of the best and failing of all time. I think it makes sense. It's like sometimes if you can just find something that's like different way of saying it, people know what you mean, and it's like sometimes kind of cool. Just I don't know. That's my thought. Maybe it's terrible. The Einstein has were two of the best and failing, and I'm pretty sure they both failed a ton. I'm gonna look up Edison and make sure I don't throw him into this. He did. He failed at the. He's trying to. I'm pretty sure. How many times did? I'm gonna type it in. How many times did we've established that Einstein failed a ton? Thomas Edison. One came up with it said, "How many times did Thomas?" When I'm typing it in, oh, you can't see. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm typing it in. How many times did Thomas Edison? It said Mary was the first one that pops up. He got married a lot, which makes sense. Maybe he learned. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. So Thomas Edison, here's a little fact. According to, it's funny what things pop up. This is a something from University of Kentucky's website. It says Thomas Edison's teachers said he was, quote, too stupid to learn anything. He was he was also fired from his first two jobs for being non-productive. As an inventor, Edison made 1,000 unsuccessful attempts at inventing the light bulb. So that's cool. Um, I like that. Um, Ed, Einstein and Edison, Einstein and Edison, two, Einstein and Edison, two of the best and failing of all time. So you ditch that. So there's again, say like, I was gonna write, I had written, you just write up a thought. Einstein and Edison were two of the, write whatever you're gonna say. Like when you first have that thought down, that's what I usually do. Is like, let's just say I wrote down Einstein, or even just write, like, keep in mind that I hadn't thought about I kind of had an idea where I was going with it, but if you didn't, you just write Thomas, Albert Einstein and Thomas Edison were two of the greatest failures of all time. So that's your like whole statement. And then you can kind of like, if you settle into a melody, then you can kind of make that work like we're trying to do here. Like Einstein and Edison, two of the best. So you dish out were, and Einstein and Edison, two of the best in failing of all time. So maybe it's not greatest, but best. Einstein and Edison, two of the best in failing, two of the best in failing of all time. And I'm not sure if I'm thinking I like the in, best in. Yeah, I like in. Yeah, you got to have that in. Makes that, you don't have to. You say two of the best at failing of all time. That would be normal, but I like the Edison, two of the best in failing of all time. All time. Oh. Okay. Cool opening line of the song, I think. Einstein and Edison, two of the best in failing of all time. Two of the best. Einstein and Edison, two of the best. Two of the best. Einstein and Edison. So if you're talking like Einstein and Edison, comma, two of the best and failing of all time. So it makes sense, I think. Again, I don't know. Einstein and Edison, two of the best. Best and failing of all time. Yeah. It didn't go. Thinking about like they like they had an end goal and a bit of a moment. It's like I'm just thinking about that. Like they were two of the best in failing of all time, but they had a. This is where I'm thinking this next line goes. Like they had an end goal, and they were willing to. They were going to reach that goal by failing, right? Like but that's what they say. They figured it out by failing. My fear is this song, because I kind of like this angle, takes a turn that we're writing a different song than what we intended. But I have a feeling we can tie it together. If we can tie it together to where I was not expecting it to go this Einstein route and Edison route. But if we can make it where we tie them in and use them as an example of getting a different result by not doing the same damn things, but bringing you in or me in and saying, listen, dummy, you can lose 10 pounds, or you can, who knows, for you hit your sales goal at work. You can do better in relationships if you communicate better, if you don't keep making the same mistakes that you made in the past. So if we can tie those in together, where we use them as a launching pad for kind of like, that's your example to follow, maybe, then that's where I think it'll make sense. Either way, I like the start of the song, and I like the chorus. We just need to tie it together. Einstein and Edison, two of the best and failing of all time. But they failed. Like, so the second line is like they had a goal in mind. So they thousands of mess ups. Thousands of mess ups were mess ups at all. There you go. Thousands of mistakes. There's thousands of mess ups weren't mess ups at all. It just helped him get it right. See, you're going with that? There are thousands of mess ups weren't mess ups at all. It just helped him get it right. That's kind of cool. Mess ups weren't mess ups at all. I think I like it. I like the idea. Like I think I actually like it. Mess ups weren't mess ups at all. To them, their mess ups. Their mess ups weren't mess ups. Maybe I like that. But to them, their mess ups weren't mess ups at all. They just helped them get it right. I kind of like that. To them, but to them, they're mess Uh, okay, I'm gonna write this down. More mess ups at all. They just help them get it right. Yeah, might have. That to them might not work. But listen to me saying that. So there's a will, there's a way. No. Einstein and Edison, two of the best in failing. Einstein and Edison, two of the best in failing. No. Einstein and Edison, two of the best in failing of all time. Them thousands of mess ups. There you go. To them thousands. Yeah, it's gonna work. To them, it's a pickup. That to them. Remember, I heard you say pickup earlier. To them thousands. That's a pickup. Einstein and Edison, two of the best in failing of all time. To them thousands of mess. Them thousands. To them thousands. Einstein and Edison, two of the best in failing of all time. To them thousands of mess ups, weren't mess ups at all. Just help them get it right. To them mess ups, to them thousands of mess ups. There you go. Oh, I see. I got to get rid of that there. I'm gonna figure out a way, I think, to make it where it shows the lyrics on this thing for you guys to see them. I don't know if I can do it. Einstein and Edison, two of the best in failing. Einstein and Edison, two of the best in failing of all time. To them thousands of mess ups weren't mess ups at all. Just help them get it right. So live on the diet, live on the try, live on the thin, live on the diet, yeah. We don't pay on the diet. 2 days, try it. Mm-hmm. Okay. Einstein and Edison, two of the best, failing of all time. Them thousands of mess ups weren't mess ups at all. Just help them get it right. Living on the day. It's better, different, doing the same day. By the way, I hope you guys can hear me. I'm being probably quieter than usual because I'm in this, somewhat of a common area where folks are around me. I've got neighbors right here, not right here, but right here, and all around me. Einstein and Edison, two of the best and failing of all time. To them thousands of mess ups weren't mess ups at all. Just help them get it right. Thinking about trying. Got a plan. Learn from their lessons, maybe. Einstein and Edison, two of the best and failing of all time. To them thousands of mess ups weren't mess ups at all. Just help them get it right. So I'm wanting to bring, I think I want to bring the regular life examples in now. I'm not sure if it's at this point. Maybe keep on that train a little bit longer of like painting that picture. Just help them get it right. They just help them get it right. They just help them get it right. So like, I don't know whether we keep talking about them more. Einstein and Edison, two of the best and failing of all time. To them thousands of mess ups weren't mess ups at all. Just help them get it right. So keep them in mind every time you try. See, there you go. Keep them in mind next time. Keep them in mind. Keep them in mind. Try. Something there. keep them in mind. I like bringing them in, but keeping them in it, but bringing you in, kind of, you know, like keep you in mind. You know, but what do we want to say? It's almost like in this first verse, maybe we don't get too into the specific examples of things that like things that work, like you know that you're not gonna hit your your weight loss goal by continuing to eat McDonald's every day. So like, you know that. So why would you do that if that's really a goal? Does that make sense? So like, so keep them in mind next time you're trying to, and then, but don't talk about anything specific, the relationships or anything like that. Keep in mind, you know, the overall thought is next time you want to achieve something, keep them in mind and learn from your lessons. Don't just keep repeating this. Don't make the same. It says that keep in mind. Don't make the same. Keep making mistakes, but don't make the same ones. Type of thing. And then it goes to the chorus, because you can't expect different doing the same damn things. There's sanity in smash and repeat over and over again. Don't beat your head on the wall and be surprised at all the shit tomorrow brings. Cause you can't expect different doing the same damn thing. It's fun to play. So like, just keep making mistakes. Same. Making mistakes. Don't keep making. Keep them in mind. Try. Keep them in mind. Don't stop trying. Just quit making the same mistakes. That's cool. Keep them in mind. So keep them in mind. Don't quit trying. Just stop stating the same mistakes. That's cool. So keep them in mind. So keep them in mind. Don't quit trying. That's good. Doing this. Einstein and Edison, two of the best and failing of all time. To them, thousands of mess-ups weren't mess-ups at all. Just helped them get it right. So keep them in mind. So keep them in mind. Don't quit trying to stop making the same mistakes. Better, turn out the same way. Cause you can't expect different doing the same thing. So it's cool. I think we're getting there. It's like so. Einstein and Edison, two of the best and failing of all time. To them, thousands of mess-ups weren't mess-ups at all. It just helped them get it right. So keep them in mind. Don't quit trying. Don't stop. Keep them in mind. Don't quit. Keep them in mind and don't quit trying to stop. Keep them in mind. Don't keep them in mind. Don't quit. Keep them in. Keep them in mind and don't quit trying to stop. Keep them. Keep them. That's a tongue twister this morning for some reason. God, maybe I just need something to drink. Keep them in mind and don't quit trying to stop. Keep them in mind. Don't quit trying to stop. That's a little clunky. Stop making the same. Stop making the same. Stop making the same. Making the same. Making. Don't make. Ah, there we go. Don't quit trying. See, what we can do, I think, I'm having a little bit, it's a little clunky. Like I can do some little stuff to make it. And sometimes that stuff's cool, but if it gets to where it's too much trouble, I'm looking at it. Like you were saying, like take a whole sentence and then like look at it and you can work it out by eliminating some syllables. So like what I'm seeing here is, so keep them in mind and don't quit trying. That works. Keep them in mind. So keep them in mind and don't quit trying. So instead of saying, but stop making the same mistakes, you can shorten that up at least with a little bit, but don't make the same mistakes. That eliminates one syllable. Don't make the same mistakes. I think getting rid of that making, stop making the same mistakes. Actually, stop making the same mistakes. It actually might work. I think I might just had a moment there where I'm suddenly not flowy at all. So keep them in mind, don't quit trying to stop. Don't quit try, stop making the same. Keep them in mind, keep them in mind, and don't quit trying. Keep them in mind, and don't quit trying. Stop. Keep them in mind, and don't quit trying. Stop making the same mistakes. Keep them in mind, don't quit trying. Stop, don't. Keep them in mind, don't quit trying. Keep them in mind and don't quit trying. Don't make the same mistakes. Don't make the same mistakes. I think might as well make it easier if I can. Don't make the same mistakes. Learn from your lessons. It's like turn out. Things turn out the same way. Okay. Like I'm hearing you got to learn from your lessons. It'll turn out the same way because you can't expect. See, it's all riding to that hook that you can't expect different from doing the same damn things. Learn from your lessons. All right, so as I'm saying this, as I'm typing this down, thinking of something that I like. You don't want to be redundant with things. So I kind of repeat things over and over again, like the same idea. But I call it, it's a nerdy songwriting term that I think I made it up. I call it redundant cool. So like you'll hear it all the time in songs where it says lines. And it's like, wait, he just said this basically the same thing in this line as he did in the very next line. But like, I can't think of any examples right now, but it's like it's cool. It's conversational. And I think this thus far comes out as just like conversational, like something that you would just, if you'd say it in just conversation. So I call it redundant cool. I don't know. I'm a dork. You gotta learn from your lessons. Brought up it there. Your lessons. That'd be better. Learn from your lessons, better than. So we're missing like a. Don't want to say I was leaning towards something with like learn from your lessons, bind up and best, or they'll turn out the same way. But I don't want to say same because that's such a part of the chorus. Don't want to do that. I'm not pro rules. Like there's a lot of times where they say like, well, you can't say the word in the verse if you say it in the chorus, or you can't say the same word in the same line. Like sometimes it works great. Sometimes it's actually what makes it catchy. But in this case, I want to try to avoid saying same. So we're going to get there. It's just going to get there not using the word same. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Einstein and Edison, two of the best and failing of all time. To them thousands of mess-ups weren't mess-ups at all. Just help them get it right. So keep them in mind and don't quit trying. Don't make the same mistakes. Gotta learn from your lessons. Yesterday. I like that. Gotta learn from your lessons of yesterday. I don't think that they today, maybe. Lessons of yesterday. Weird little flow. Again, like I said, it's like ear candy. Certain syllables, certain sounds go well together. I can tell lessons and yesterday. Lessons of yes. Is that less? Yes. Lessons and yesterday. You would never think that those two words go together, but I think that something tells me that sounds nice. Learn from your lessons of yesterday. Learn from gotta learn from your lessons of yesterday. They help you out today. Just something sound. Lessons from yesterday. Learn from the lessons. Learn from the lessons of yesterday. Gotta learn from the lessons. Gotta learn from your lessons. Learn from your lessons of yesterday. It'll help you out. It'll help you out. Today. I mean, I'm okay with that verse, man. Again, we're kind of flying through these, not like trying to overanalyze anything, but I think we're on point. Again, we kind of brought you in, like meaning like the listener in, while keeping Einstein and Edison in mind. Einstein and Edison, two of the best and failing of all time. To them thousands of mess-ups weren't mess-ups at all. Just help them get it right. So keep them in mind. And don't quit trying, but don't make the same mistakes. You gotta learn from your lessons of yesterday, cause they'll help you out today. Can't expect different doing the same damn things. There's insanity in smash and repeat over and over again. Don't bang your head on the wall, please. Don't bang your head on the wall, please. Head on the wall, be surprised at all that tomorrow brings. Cause you can't expect different doing the same damn things. Hey. So I know we've been at it for about an hour, and we got first verse and chorus. Really like the angle here. I think on the. If you talk to me tomorrow, I might be like, that was the worst thing I've ever written. I usually like stuff right when I wrote it, and then in hindsight, I'm like, it's the worst thing that's ever been written of all time. But in the spirit of the song we're writing, you just keep trying, try to get better. So, like I said yesterday, I tend to, even in co-writes, I like to jam it out a couple times, sometimes, unless you're just like plowing through the second verse. But it's fun to kind of do kind of a celebratory lap, jam out the verse and the chorus a little bit. So I won't deprive myself of that. I hope you enjoy it. Einstein and Edison, two of the best and failing of all time. To them thousands of mess-ups weren't mess-ups at all. Just help them get it right. So keep them in mind, don't quit trying, don't make the same mistakes. You learn from your lessons of yesterday, because they'll help you out today. Can't expect different doing the same damn things. There's insanity in smash and repeat over and over again. Don't bang your head on the wall or be surprised at all the shit tomorrow brings, cause you can't expect different doing the same damn things. All right, we're ready to go to the second verse. That's it for the celebratory lap, victory lap, if you will. So if you guys, we're gonna move on to the second verse, and this is like all about just, you know, I like that we left it where we didn't give any examples of your mistakes. You know, we didn't talk about any of those things that we mentioned: fitness goals, life goals, professional goals, relationship goals. So if you can, now people should, I think, know what the song is about, and we can go give those personal examples. We kind of can vacate the Einstein and Edison deal, because we like laid the groundwork. We laid the groundwork on their continuing to try, but doing, they didn't do the same formula over and over again. They learned from what didn't work, and then they applied it to what worked. So, you know, to use my example, you know, with eating, I don't know if I want to touch on that, but we do it in a way that, I don't want to say non-offensive. Everybody, gosh, you know, but, you know, in a way that's cute and fun, not like sounding like, I don't know. It's a touchy subject, right? You got to think about that. But I think about, like, for instance, like relationships. I'm just thinking about communication. That's so, like, you're in a relationship. I mean, personally, I think communication is at the root of problems and everything, all sorts of things. But to talk about relationships, it's like, you know, if you're in one that didn't work out and you're identifying some communication issues as a problem with that, hopefully the next time you're in a relationship and you're encountering similar problems, you communicate. You sense that, oh wow, this is similar to that. Last time I didn't talk about it, or last time, so if I address it, they blow up on you and kick you out, and then you failed again. Okay, well, the Einstein theory, that would be, okay, well, you addressed it. Did you address it the right way? Idiot, dork. So again, like I said yesterday, what we're going to want to do is mirror that first melody. If I remember correctly, yesterday we kind of did something a little different. That happens, but like where you add a couple cadences to syllables to a line. To me, if I remember correctly, the one yesterday, it was kind of like a good build to the chorus, which is fine. So it doesn't have to be identical, but you want that first verse. It's going to sound so to kind of just even ditch the words. It's going to sound like this. Da 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 da. Chorus, right? So so that's the melody, right? So and that's what I teach some songwriting workshops here in Nashville when things are normal. Usually they're with folks that are visiting town, and sometimes with folks that have never written a song. Sometimes with folks that try to that write songs. Let me make it sound like they're trying to write. You're writing songs, whether you're writing the worst thing in the world or the best thing in the world. Writing songs is fun and it's important. So whatever you're doing. But a lot of folks would sing that first verse and then just go on to a second one where they're just like, la, 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 totally different melody than the first verse. So generally you want to try to mirror that if you're attempting to write commercial music. That's all I'll say. You don't have to, write whatever you want to write. But verse 2. Getting down, keep running, patience and pain. Last time you made us into the best. Friend, keep breaking, heartaches and breaks on the bed. Heartaches and breakings, your heartaches and breakings, heartaches and breakings. So it's starting to dive into like the relationship thing. I like that angle because I feel like it'll your heartache and get it, and get it. Your heartaches and breakers seem to add up. Heartaches and breakers, your heartaches and breakers, or your heartaches. Like, be cool to say like you're all these heartaches and breakups. They all have one thing in common, you know, it's like lack of communication or something, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So talk about it. I mean, about it, like suggestions, like, you know, or like try talking about it. Talking about it. I don't know, something. Your heartaches and breakups. Your heartaches and breakups, something you can get. No, piling up. Heartaches and breakups, keep piling up. Breaking. Heartaches and breakups. No, amen. Heartaches and breakups. No, better. It's weird. I trying to. It's interesting because you I don't know if you want to the whole. Yeah, I think we could pull it off. We don't want the whole verse to be. I think you kind of want to touch on different things that people try and fail at. So like, you don't want to make this. You want to find a way to make this relationship line kind of start. You know, you want to get the gist of the whole relationship deal, I think, in like one or two lines, and then jump to another thing. It's one of those songs where, in my mind, it's like where you want to throw out a bunch of things. So maybe the way we can accomplish that is by dropping 2 or 3 in this verse, and then in a bridge, like a flowy bridge, throw out a bunch of different things, and then go to the third chorus. So I'm kind of looking ahead, but because for me, it's like a life song type of thing. It's not just about, you can make it just about a relationship, but the way we set up, you could, man, actually the way we set it up, you could just stick to relationships. It's relatable. This is like one of those like crossroads with a song where you make a decision on what direction you go, and it makes a difference to whether, you know, really cool or not. I really actually like what we did so far, so I don't want to mess it up. But you can always go back and try. But for the purpose of this today's right, we'll pick a direction. Um, Einstein and Edison, two of the best and failing of all time. To them, thousands of mess ups weren't mess ups at all. They just helped them get it right. So keep them in mind and don't quit trying. Don't make the same mistakes. Learn from your lessons of yesterday, because they'll help you out today. Can't expect different, doing the same damn things. There's insanity and smash and repeat over and over again. Don't bang your head on the wall. Head on the wall. Be surprised. Don't bang your head on the wall. Be surprised at all shit tomorrow brings. Because I still think the shit tomorrow brings is funny. It might not work. Tomorrow, what tomorrow brings might teach the shit. Who knows? What tomorrow brings, can't expect different, doing the same damn thing. Okay. Communication. Heartaches and breaking. Heartaches and breaking. Start. Communication ends. Your heartaches and breakups all seem to heartaches and breakups all seem to start where communication ends. Not a problem. Just talk about it. Problem. Let's solve it. Breakups. Some breakups. Communication. Heartaches and breakups. I don't hate that. Breakups. Heartaches and breakups. I'll see you. So, your heartaches and breakups. Your heartaches and breakups. Sound like a breakup. Your heartaches and breakups. I'll see you. Breakups. Communication ends. Heartaches and breakups. Communication ends. All better. Things don't get better. All come better. You know, it's conversation. Relationship. Relationship start. Relationship. Relationship start. Oh, relationships. Your relationships all remember. Relationships all remember. I go get back on that melody and make sure I'm on. Einstein and Edison, two of the best in the Einstein and Edison, two of the best in heaven of all time. Thousands of lessons from lessons. Okay. Einstein and Edison, two relationship. Relationships end. Relationships end. Relationships end. It's like I signed a medicine, two of the best and failing the whole time. To them thousands of mess ups at all. Just help me get it right. Okay, now that's cool. I actually, that's gonna be cool. So what if we did stick to the, if you stuck to the relationship, it's cool because like if you think about it, you know, the mess up. If you are meant to, if you go to the relationship angle, if the person that you end up with was the person you were meant to be with, then all your, just like with Einstein and Edison, it worked out. You learn all those, for them, all the mistakes. Not necessarily, again, not mistakes. They weren't mistakes. They were lessons that helped you get to where you ended up. In their case, light bulbs and theory of relativity. In your case, ended up with the right person for you. Or maybe not right, hopefully the right person, but like maybe the people weren't wrong people, just you weren't ready. You hadn't figured your stuff out. So those lessons were all about, those lessons all led you to being ready for the right person, that next right person. Anyways, I gotta stop. But that, but I think it could be cool. My only hesitation to going all in on the relationship thing, to nerd out on you here, is that there's no mention of it being about relationships, but there's no, up until this point. So it would kind of maybe take you for a surprise, but maybe it's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? Like in this first verse, and maybe there's a tweak. In the first verse, I like the way the first verse goes, though. Gosh. Einstein and Edison, two of the best and failing of all time. To them thousands of mess ups at all, just help them get it right. So keep them in mind, don't quit trying, don't make the same mistakes. Learn from your lessons of yesterday, they'll help you out today. The only thing, those things, like if you planted it somewhere in the first verse, it could help you know that that's coming. Like, this isn't going to work melodically, but so keep them in mind next time you're trying to find love, and don't quit trying, but don't make the same mistakes. You know what I mean? That kind of plants the seed. That's what it's about. It just doesn't feel right. So keep them in mind, don't quit trying. Keep them in mind and don't quit trying. Don't keep them in mind and don't quit trying, but don't make the same mistakes. Learn from your lessons of yesterday. They'll help you out. They'll help you out today. And better than present. They'll help you out today. Okay. So can't expect different on the same damn thing. Sanity is smashing the beetle. Sanity is smashing the beat over and over again. Don't bang your head on the wall. Don't bang your head on the wall. Be surprised at all the shit tomorrow brings. Cause you can't expect different doing the same damn thing. Okay. Your problem is love. You can't find love. Okay, there you go. You can't find love. You want. You find the love. You want love. You can't find love. You got love. I like that. I like diving into it like that. You can't find love. Can't find love. Can't find love. Find what you want. Hold the love. There's a way to do it. I don't know if it's necessarily that like coming in like that. If you can't find it, can't find it, I love you. Yeah. You can't be. Can't find love. Can't find the love. Get out of bound. Baby, baby. So you're kind of getting on that. Nobody bound. Can't find the love. Get out of bound. Baby, baby. Ready, ready, ready. It's a little bit of a flowy one. So what I do sometimes is I copy the. I'm looking at this document and I'm down at the second verse where I'm no longer looking at the first verse. And from a space standpoint, what I want to do is I want to copy the first verse right underneath the second verse. So now I can see it. I don't know if you see that, but see, like I have the first verse where it says second. So now I can look at it and kind of mirror that. This helps me out a little bit. If I was on my dock on my computer, I'd be able to see it, but on my phone, it's not. Okay. You can't find the love. You can't find love. You got the love. Find. You can't find love. Baby, love. Baby, love. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. You find love. You find love. Love. Can't find the love. Yeah, that's wrong. Read. Let him go. Let him go. Let him go. Can't find the love. Can't find the love. You see the. You can't hold on. You let him go. Yeah. From the medicine. Sound of medicine. I can't take the medicine. Can't seem to get him. 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 About a relationship. Can't seem to stay over a relationship. Stay. That's kind of cool. Can't seem to stay in a long-term relationship. Nobody you get it. That's pretty cool. That's pretty. I don't know if that's gonna stick, but like, man, it's pretty cool flow. It's crazy. Stuff just pops out. Stay in a long term. Maybe start asking why. Maybe start asking why. Communication. Like, maybe just ask why. Maybe just ask why. That's kind of cool. Maybe just ask why. I don't know. And then follow up what? See, so that internal guys are so, like I said, like these things, they don't just like happen to, you know, not saying this is going to work out and be a huge song, but like usually there's ear candy things. I feel like that's an ear candy thing. You can't seem to stay in a long-term relationship. See, oh, it's a good one. See, stay and relay and in and ship. Or you're like, there's like a lot of internal rhymes going on. If you can't seem to stay in a long-term relationship, that make that flowy and have that ear candy. Maybe just ask why. Just ask why. Maybe just ask why. I think I like that. Maybe just ask why. You can't seem to stay in a long-term relationship. Just ask why. Ask yourself why. I think I like that. And then you follow it with like could communicate. Could communication be the root of the problem? Talk about it. Bam, bam. Like could the root of the problem be don't talk about them? Problem. Talk about them. Talk about them. Problem. You don't talk about them. Can't seem to stay in a long-term relationship. Can't seem to stay in a long-term relationship. Maybe just ask why. Root of problem. Root of problem. Root of problem. Communication. Communication. Try. Communication. Try. Communication. Try. That could be cool. Can't seem to stay in a long-term relationship. Maybe just ask why. Again, this angle might not be the one, but we're going to kind of forge on. Let's go back and tweak these things. But you can't seem to stay in a long-term relationship. Maybe just ask. Can't seem to stay in a long-term relationship. Maybe just ask why. You're the root of the problem, you know. The root of the problem, you're like the mountain. Could the root of your problems be that you don't solve them? The root of your problems be that you don't solve them. Like the root of your problems is not your problem. It's like, could the root of your problems be that you don't solve them? Could the root of your problems be that you don't solve them? Could the root of your problems be that you don't solve them? Just like kind of thinking like, like you got issues piling up, things that are bothering you. You don't talk about them. Communication. Could the root of your problems be that you don't solve? Could the root of your problems be that you don't solve? I'm looking back. Yeah, cool. Looking back to make sure I don't use the same words like problems and solve them in the second as in the first verse, but I think we're good. No. Can't seem to stay in a long-term relationship. You can't seem to stay in a long-term relationship. Maybe just ask why. The root of your problems be that you don't solve them. Wish they'd go. Just wish they'd go. You just wish they. You wish them all goodbye. You just wish they'd go. Oh, that's kind of cool. You just wish, like, you just like, instead of talking about it, you just wish go away. Wish them all goodbye. You just wish them all goodbye. Just wish them all goodbye. I don't know if that, I mean, it's like, it's one of those things where you ask yourself, like, makes sense to me as I'm sitting here, but does it add up to the listener? Can't seem to stay in a long-term relationship, maybe just ask why. Could the root of your problems be that you don't solve them? Just wish them goodbye. Just wish them all goodbye. Just wish them all goodbye. Just wish they'd go goodbye. Wish they'd say goodbye. Just wish they. Pile up. They pile up a mile high. They pile up a mile high. That's kind of cool. I'm gonna write something down. The root of your problems. Pile up. They pile up. They pile up a mile high. Solve them. Talk about. Root of your problem. Big problems. Not talking. The root of your problems be not talking about them. Be not talk. Could the root of your problems be not talking about them? They pile up a mile high. I kind of like. We're gonna go with that. Pile up a mile high. They pile up a mile high. It's almost like can't seem to stay. Can't seem to stay in a long-term relationship, maybe. Can't seem to stay in a long-term relationship, maybe. Just ask why. Could the root of the problems be? Could the root of your problems be not? Could the root of your problems be not talking about them? Be not talking about, talking about, talking about. The root of your problems be not talking about them. Be not talking about them. See, that's how you can get in that. That's you eliminate a little syllable. Talking about problems. Be not talking about them. They pile up my high. They pile up. They pile up my high. Pile up my high. Pile up a mile high. They pile. They pile. They pile up a mile high. Okay. You can't seem to stay in a long. Can't seem to stay in a long-term relationship. Can't seem to stay. You can't seem to stay in a long-term relationship. Maybe just ask why. You're the root of your problems. Be not talking about them. Pile up, pile up. They pile up a mile high. So, like, I kind of want to dive into. I think I want to dive into another, like, find a way to fit in a couple different things that are just life type things that people have issues with succeeding at. Um, I like that first part. Can't seem to stay in a long-term relationship. Maybe just ask why. Could the root of your problem be not talking about them? They pile up a mile high, pile up a mile high. Keep eating diet, trying to diet. Trying to diet, trying to diet. Eat a burger, babe. That's be kind of, I mean, scales on, scales on. That's kind of cool. You try and you diet, square. Try and you diet, square. Try and you diet, swear the scales lie. Did you think? So I'm sitting here and it's like, I don't know what the next little lines, but I like that little flow is obviously okay. You try and you die, swear the scales lie. Da, 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 da. And then kind of be like, remember you eat that fast food you eat in the brown that drive through and down and that drive through McDonald's, bring that McDonald's, better. You know, so like, I think the scales line, is the scale really line, or did you, you know, I kind of like that, bringing that in. The scales, swear the scales line. You try and you die, swear the scales line. Swear the scales line. You try and you die, swear the scales line. I'm still trying to make sure I'm sensitive to folks, but I think it's a relatable thing, man. I mean, I think most people, like, if they're being honest, it's like, dude, if you like, you really go all in on, I mean, maybe I'm being too worried about the sensitivity thing. Like it's saying, like, if you really are being honest with yourself, I think most, with the exception of folks that maybe have an issue where they literally, their body cannot do whatever it needs to do to process food, whatever it may be, to take the weight off. I recognize that's a problem. So throwing that disclaimer out there, but I think most folks that don't have that type of medical issue, if they're not losing the weight, it's maybe because they're not prescribing fully to the plan that could possibly get them there. We'll see. Again, it's kind of an exercise. Enjoying writing this, so can always come back and change it. But I swear the scale. You start a new diet. You start a new diet. Swear the scales line. Swear the scales line. Swear the scales line. Start a new diet. Start a new diet. Swear the scales line. Honest with yourself. Honest with yourself. Honest with yourself. That's kind of cool. Be honest with yourself. Spend some time in the fast food line. Something's cool there. I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna write down the diet and scales line. You started. You're on a new diet. I swear that scales line. You're on a new diet. I don't know if I like on or start. On a new diet. Swear the scales, swear the scales, swear that scales line. Swear the scales line. Swear the scales line. Swear your scales line. Swear the swear. Why? Okay, cool. Something there. Gonna die, swear the scales lie. Be honest with yourself. Have you spent some time in the Have you spent time in that fast food line? Have you spent time in that Mickey D's line? Have you spent time in that fast food? Have you spent time you been? Have you spent time in that fast food? Have you spent time in that fast food line? Have you spent time in that bad line? Oh, fast. Have you spent time in that fast food line? You better, be better. Can't expect different, doing the same damn thing. Okay. Can't seem to stay. Can't seem to stay in a long-term relationship, babe. You can't seem to stay in a long-term relationship, babe. Just ask why. The root of your problems, we're not talking about the pile of my high. On a new diet, swear the scales line. Be honest with yourself. Have you spent some time in the fast food line? Well, spend some time. Let me see what I did on the first. Okay. So keep them in mind. Say the scales line. Swear you start a new diet. Swear the scales line. That works. Don't make the same mistakes. Be honest with yourself. Learn from your lessons of yesterday. Have you spent some time? Spend some good time in the fast food line. That works. Have you spent some time? Have you spent some good time in that fast food? You spend some good time in that fast food line. Don't be right back there. While worrying about your health. That's kind of cool. You see what I'm saying? The end rhyme is probably going to be, if we stick with this, be honest with yourself. So we're going to end up rhyming with that yourself. Have you spent some good time in that fat? Oh, crap. Sorry, I accidentally pasted the first verse again, so I don't need that again. Good time in that fast food. Good time in that fast food line. Worrying about your health. That's kind of cool. Health. Spend some good time. I was having like needing one more syllable, so I think maybe that good helps it. And I don't mind it from like a lot of times I say like, does it sound right? That would be like the amount of syllables or the melody sounding right. And does it mean right? Does it sound right? Does it mean right? I always say that. And I kind of like, I think the good maybe adds a nice meaning too. Like, have you spent some good time? Like, have you been there a lot? I like that. Have you spent some good time in that fast food line? Worry about you. Spend some good time. You're on a new diet, swear this. You're on a new diet, swear the scales line. Be honest with yourself. Have you spent some good time in that fast food line? Worried about your hair. Doing the same damn things. That's cool. I think I dig that, man. So we really just dove into two things in that verse. Which I don't mind. It's like two big things, right? I'm not saying that that we may be able to dive into the like more things in a bridge. It may not be needed. I have to, for me, call a friend and see what they think. Or you guys can let me know what you think. But I think for the most part, it kind of stayed on point. stayed on point with the song. Like just that, I think it, I think it all writes to the hook, stays on topic, I think. Um, oh, I see what I did here. Sorry, just erasing my paste that I did. I was wondering why I have so many words here. Um, Long-term, can't seem to stay in a long-term relationship. That's a good little flow. You can't seem to stay in a long-term relationship, maybe just act. And it may not match up exactly with that first verse, but in this case, I think it just like, it's in that same vibe. It's in that same similar pocket. I'm okay with it. It's pretty conversational, I think, which I like. If you can't seem to stay in a long-term relationship, maybe just ask why. Could the root of your problems be? Could the root of your problems be not talking about them? I'll look mile high. If you're on a new diet and swear the scales line, be honest with yourself. Have you spent some good time in that fast food line? Worried about your health. Like a little sarcasm, I like that. Like, is that really a top priority of yours? If you're in like the McDonald's fast food line, because you know that that's not their solution. You probably know that. I'm okay with that. Worried about your health. You know, again, we kind of just dove into this thing, um, committed to it, and then dove in. Um, you know, I don't know if these if I was to be a critic or a publisher critiquing this, I don't know. I don't really have any issues with like the structure of it or with the. I think it's maybe written in a cool way, but like if I had a critique on it, I'd just be like, I don't know if like it's just like a sexy topic. Like I feel like the hook may be sexier than the way we went on it with the second verse. Even the first verse, it's like pretty quirky, but kind of like quirky, like Bare Naked Ladies type stuff, which is a big influence of mine. You know, talking about Einstein and Edison. I think they do talk about Einstein and Edison in the Bare Naked Ladies song. I'm not sure. Anyways, but you know, for the sake of writing something every day by myself, I think it's a kind of a fun one, and could be one that people relate to. Maybe I don't know, but I kind of dig it. Can't seem to stay in a long-term relationship. Maybe just ask why. Could the root of your problems be not talking about them? They pile up mile high. You're on a new diet, swear the scales line. Be honest with yourself. Have you spent some good time in that fast food line? You spent some good time in that fast food line. Worried about your health. 'Cause you can't expect different, doing the same damn thing. It's insanity and smashing. It's insanity and smashing. Repeat over and over again. Don't bang your head on the wall. Don't bang your head on the wall. Be surprised at all shit tomorrow brings. What tomorrow brings. I mean, the more I hear it, I ditch the shit, because it's like, it's not really the shit. It's just like, in this case, it's more just like what tomorrow brings. You know, it's like the scale saying 195 instead of 190 isn't shit. That's just, don't be surprised what tomorrow brings. Maybe it's fun to say shit, maybe if you're playing it live. But I don't know. That's one I'll sleep on, but not sure. But either way, shit or no shit, can't be just, it works either way. Don't bang your head on the wall. Don't bang your head on the wall. Don't bang your head on the wall. Be surprised at all. See, that's a cadence thing I've worked on really hard. See, like if you get off, it's a syncopated thing where you stay on it. Don't bang your head on the wall or be surprised at all. If you get off of that, it messes the whole thing. You can't say the whole line, but it works. Old Dominion is really good at that. And just saying, you just say it. What I love about it is when you figure out how to get those cadences in, it helps you say whatever you want to say, if that makes sense. Jack Johnson is a big influence of mine. He does that. He's great at that. Yeah, it's as simple as something that nobody knows, and the riser as big as your bubbly toes. Like, it's just free flowing. Just he's saying some crazy stuff, but it's cool. Bare Naked Ladies do that. Okay, so go back to this. Can't seem to stay in a long-term relationship. Maybe just ask why. Could the root of your problems be not talking about them? They pile up mile high. You're on a new diet, scared. If you're on a new diet, you swear the scale's lying. Be honest with yourself. Have you spent some good time in that fast food line? Worried about your health. Cause you can't expect different doing the same damn things. There's insanity in smashing repeat over and over again. Don't bang your head on the wall or be surprised at all that tomorrow brings. Cause you just can't expect different doing the same damn thing. Oh. Yeah. So like, okay, valve swing, that's cool. Bridge. That's cool. Sorry, I'll tell you what's cool in a second. Valve swing. That's what I'm talking about. So this is what's going to be fun. We're going to turn it into much more of an all-around life song, I think. Up with that golf, up with that golf swing, up with that ball, hey. So like that goes up with that golf swing. Like keep doing the same thing. You get the same. You get this. You can't expect different results. That golf swing, man. Up with that golf swing. So there's a little break. That ball, hey. If the damn ball, hey, all day, all day, all day. Can't expect different doing the same thing. So with this one, we don't have to offer solutions. It's just gonna throw out the thing, I think, and let you go, let you think about it. What's up with that golf swing? What's up with that bang? That golf swing. That golf swing. I love the way that's saying. That golf. Now with this, just so you guys know, I kept the same chord progression. This is going to bring in a new melody. So it's like so many times, yeah, and you'll hear people say, "What about the chord progression?" You know, I need to change it for the verse to the chorus, and add something in the bridge. Sure, sometimes it does if the song calls for it. But God, there's so many songs on the radio over the years, more than not, that literally play the same progression. Verse, chorus, verse, chorus. Still even play the same chord progression in the bridge, but just change the groove a little bit. And the melody, the vocal melody is different on the verse and the chorus and the bridge. But I just don't get caught up in it, man. I mean, what I ended up playing just felt right when I started. Usually I just kind of go on a feel based on the song. I've probably written this progression hundreds of times. To put that golf swing, about that don't baby. Hold on for that day. Can't expect different goods. To put that golf swing, but boom, boom. Might just be a real quick. What's up with that golf swing? How about the old baby? That's baby, 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 baby. What's up with that golf swing? About the front porch swing. I keep saying that front porch swing, but I don't know why. I don't have any issues with my front porch swing. About the golf. What's up with that golf swing? About the golf swing. What's up with that golf swing? Hold up again, baby. Hold up again, baby. Baby, 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 baby. That golf swing. Why you scaring off girlfriends? That's funny. What's up with that golf swing? Why you scaring off girlfriends? Me. That golf swing. Why you scaring off girlfriends? Ain't you got new friends? Why ain't you got new friends? That's kind of a new. I'm gonna write it down. As an angle, possibility. I mean, um, you scaring off girlfriends? Why you scared? What's up with that golf swing? Why you scaring up girlfriends? See, it's a soft. It's kind of a soft rhyme. Um, what's up with that? What's up with that golf swing? Why you scaring off girlfriends? That's funny, man. I like it because it's just like, oh man. I was watching a movie. God, I'm terrible with like remembering when I watch movies. It was like, oh yeah, it was last night. It was what was it called? Anyways, it was about this. One of the characters, this dude, just like literally asked this girl to marry him after like one night, and obviously scared her away. So it's like if you're doing things like that, you're scaring off girlfriends. You know, what's up with that golf swing? Why are you scaring off girlfriends? You know what? I was thinking about um, it's kind of repeating the second verse. Not repeating it, but it's like if you can't seem to stay in a long-term relationship, just ask yourself why could the root of your problems be not talking about them? They pile up my high. That's like is evolving love or relationships, but this is like a different. This strikes me as a different thought. If that makes sense. Like why are you scaring off girlfriends? That's not because you're not talking about problems. That's like kind of a different, more. It's a different thing. So I think I might like it. Why are you scaring off girl? Why are you scaring off girlfriend? I'm gonna write it down, but girlfriend. Keep it, child. Want the ball. Can't keep it, child. I think that's cool. Can't keep it, child. Want the ball. Can't keep the job, become the boss. be the boss. Irish flip that. Wanna be the boss, can't keep a job. Be the boss, can't keep a job. Wanna be the Wanna be the boss, can't keep a job. You wanna be the boss, wanna be the boss, can't keep a job. I like this. We're hitting on different things. I think we're almost there. What are you doing wrong? What you doing? Oh, I think I like this. I don't know what you're doing wrong. What you doing? I don't know what you're doing wrong. That's cool. I don't know what you're doing. I like that. What's up with that golf swing? Why you scaring off girlfriends? You wanna be the boss, can't keep a job. Don't know what you're doing wrong. Don't wanna be the boss, can't keep a job. Don't know what you're doing wrong. Don't know what you're doing wrong. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing wrong. But you can't expect different, doing the same damn things. There's insanity in smashing repeat over and over again. Don't bang your head on the wall and be surprised at all that tomorrow brings. 'Cause you can't expect different, doing the same damn things. What's up that golf swing? Why you scaring off girlfriends? If you wanna be the boss, wanna be the boss, wanna be the boss, can't keep a job. Don't know what you're doing wrong. That's it. Don't know what you're doing wrong. Don't know what you're doing wrong. But I don't know what you're doing wrong. What's up with that golf swing? Why you scaring off girl? Oh shit! I gotta plug my computer in. Sorry for dropping the S bomb there. Gotta plug my computer in before I lose this whole session. That would suck. Sorry. Actually, I have to finish it outside. I got the plug out here. Took that golf swing. Almost wrapped this one, man. Feel pretty good about it. Day 2. All right. Almost got us back to not losing this whole thing. Oh, yeah, we're good. Okay. All right. So, all right. What's up with that golf swing? Why you scaring off girlfriends? If you want to be the boss, you want to be the boss, can't keep a job. Don't know what you're doing wrong. You don't know what you're doing wrong. I don't know what you're doing wrong. That's what it's like. I don't know what you're doing wrong. But you can't expect different, doing the same damn things. There's insanity in smashing repeat over and over again. Don't bang your head on the wall and be surprised at all that tomorrow brings. 'Cause you can't expect different, doing the same damn things. Look at that golf swing. Why you scaring off girlfriends? You wanna be the boss, but can't keep a job. Don't know what you're doing wrong. Can't expect it. There we go. Up that golf. So I like this one a lot more now that we introduced like kind of different things. You know, guys talk about talk about can't seem to stay in a long-term relationship, hence that maybe the root of the problem could be not talking about them. They pile up on the diet, scale line, be honest with yourself, if you spent some good time in that fast food line, word right helps. So kind of introduces those two things, maybe some solutions, and then just lets you think about your golf swing, what are you doing to scare people off, jobs, so kind of touches on a lot. You got like 3 minutes, y'all, to get your song across. And so I think we made good use of the space, the words, I hope. So I'm gonna jam on it for a minute, and then eventually, what we'll do is get play the finished product. By finished, far from finished, if this was to be a song that ever did anything, still probably work on it, learn it, get a feel for it, record it, demo it, possibly pitch it to other artists. Who knows? If I was to ever record it, go to the studio, record a full-on recording, release it out there. But okay, now kind of hopping back on that melody. Einstein and Edison, two of the best and failing of all time. To them, thousands of mess-ups weren't mess-ups at all. Just help them get it right. So keep them in mind and don't quit trying. Don't make the same mistakes. You gotta learn from your lessons of yesterday, and they'll help you out today. You can't expect different doing the same damn things. There's insanity in smash and repeat over and over again. Don't bang your head on the wall or be surprised at all shit tomorrow brings. 'Cause you can't expect different doing the same damn thing. Yeah. Can't seem to stay in a long-term relationship, maybe just ask why. Could the root of your problems be not talking about them? They pile up mile high. If you're on a new diet, swear the scale's lying. Be honest with yourself. Have you spent some good time in that fast food line? Worried about your health. 'Cause you can't expect different doing the same damn things. There's insanity in smash and repeat over and over again. Don't bang your head on the wall or be surprised at all that tomorrow brings. 'Cause you can't expect different doing the same damn things. Yeah. Come on. What's up with that golf swing? Why you scaring off girlfriends? Do you want to be the boss but can't keep a job? I don't know what you're doing wrong. But you can't expect different doing the same damn things. There's insanity and smash and repeat over and over again. Don't bang your head on the wall or be surprised at all the shit tomorrow brings. 'Cause you can't expect different doing the same damn thing. No, you can't expect different doing the same damn thing. Yeah. The same damn things. All right. So that was I was intended on just being a little practice, but I think I played it well enough to count for the final take for the day. We started at 7. It's 9:19 on Saturday morning, August 8th, I think. Yeah, August 8th, day 2. That was fun. I really enjoyed that. I hope it makes sense for anybody that watched it. I hope it was enjoyable. Yeah, I don't know. Same damn things. Yeah, I'm gonna think about this one because I actually think I might actually like it. And that's what's cool about kind of, for me, getting into the, spent the bulk of my time writing songs that were, the whole goal of them is to be released by other artists. I still love doing that, and that's something I do every day here in Nashville. But maybe that's, one of the things I think is cool about me exploring the artist lane a little bit more is just that, like, if I like a song, It's kind of like with writing by myself. If I like a line, and I'm like, "Hey, John, you like that line? Is that good? Okay, cool. Let's use that." Where you kind of in a co-write, it's a little bit more of a it's a discussion. But with me releasing music, um, I don't need anybody to tell me that they love the song for me to put it out. So if there's a song that's fun and quirky, maybe it's not a radio hit. Maybe it's not very commercial at all. That one, like that's what I was saying. That was my objection to that one, is that maybe it's not like a radio country hit. It's a song, and maybe it relates to somebody. Maybe somebody thinks it's fun. I don't know. So that's why I kind of like what the artist lane is. Being here in Nashville, can get a song recorded and put that on a record, which not many people are doing these days. And I'm about to release. It's going to feel real good. I'm excited about it. Again, you guys see Screw You Beach. Y'all go get your Screw You Beach shirt at thejohnallanmiller.com. We're releasing some stuff every Friday, like on the 28th, on the 4th, on the 11th, the 18th, 25th of September. So like 5 weeks in a row, and may keep it going through October with just a song coming out every Friday. And I love the songs. I mean, I wouldn't be putting them out there if I didn't like them. But, you know, Screw You Beach might not ever see the radio. I mean, because just it's called Screw You Beach. But it's a fun one about my kind of setup, like it's like a long distance relationship with the beach. It's just too damn far away. The beach never meets me halfway. Anyways, it's just about being too far away from the beach, aka me here in Nashville. So it may not be the song that you hear on the radio, but I hope you like it. You know, and I'm excited to get my head out of that space of like that. The only songs I put out have to be ones that are radio friendly. I feel like the ones I put out thus far, I love them. Like I love Just Add Water. I love Bad Day to Be a Beer. I love Once in a Blue Moon. I would like to think they're like kind of in that radio ballpark, but I do love them. But they're in that lane. Screw You Beach might be one that you enjoy that's just not in that. But anyways, you guys be good. Happy Saturday to you. I'm just gonna go ahead and post this right now. I'm just gonna take I'm gonna take the clip of me playing it at the end, put it at the beginning, so folks that don't want to watch me write a song can just watch the song and stop watching after that. But y'all have a good one. Take care. Hey, make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube. If you're listening to this right now, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I appreciate it. And feel free to comment and share it with any songwriting buds or anybody that you think might be interested in watching some knucklehead write a song every morning. See you guys.